Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Maybe getting out of bed in the morning feels more like a chore than it used to. Or perhaps you felt a little more stiff or tired after your daily activities. These feelings can become more common as we age. But the good news is, they don't have to be inevitable. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean slowing down or losing your vitality. A lot of how we feel as we age comes down to the habits we form. And many of these habits can speed up the aging process or cause unnecessary struggles later on in life. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 deadly habits that seniors over 70 should stop doing now to make sure you're not just adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. If you're ready to feel more energized, healthier, and happier, then stick around because we're going to take a deep dive into some everyday habits that might be holding you back from feeling your best. Let's start with the first one. First off, let's talk about something incredibly important, but often overlooked: not moving enough. It's easy to fall into a routine where we don't feel like we need to move as much. After all, you've worked hard for many years, and maybe now staying cozy and comfortable at home sounds like the best option. But here's the thing: movement is essential for seniors, not just for maintaining your strength and balance, but also for your overall well-being. If you've been letting the couch or your favorite chair become your best friend, it's time to change that. Staying sedentary doesn't just make you feel sluggish. It increases your risk for heart disease and diabetes, and can even lead to joint stiffness. The more we sit, the harder it becomes to get up and move around, which can start a negative cycle that's tough to break. It doesn't mean you need to run a marathon, but gentle movements like walking, stretching, or even dancing can do wonders for your energy levels. A simple walk every day can improve circulation, keep your muscles toned, and boost your mood. Even a short 10-minute walk after meals can help regulate blood sugar levels and lower your risk of heart problems. You don't need to overdo it, but keep your body moving throughout the day. One of the best ways to stay active is to find something that you truly enjoy. Maybe it's gardening, playing with your grandchildren, or even a leisurely swim. Whatever it is, find it and make it part of your daily routine. The key is consistency. Keeping active every day, even in small ways, will help you maintain your strength and vitality. Now, let's move on to the second deadly habit that many seniors often fall into: not getting enough sleep. I know it's tempting to stay up late watching TV or scrolling through your phone. It feels like you deserve it after all the years of hard work, right? But here's the thing: sleep is essential for your health. Sleep is one of the most underrated factors in aging well. When we don't sleep enough, it impacts nearly every part of our health. It lowers our immune system, makes us more prone to illnesses, affects memory, and even contributes to depression. Poor sleep can also interfere with our ability to think clearly and focus during the day. As you age, it can be even harder to get good sleep, but there are a few simple changes you can make to improve your sleep quality. First, try to stick to a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your internal clock and makes it easier to fall asleep. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Maybe some light reading, a warm bath, or listening to soothing music before you turn in for the night. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime, as they can keep you awake longer than you'd like. If you're still having trouble sleeping, you might want to try some natural remedies like herbal teas, chamomile or valerian root, or even take a short walk before bed to relax your body. Remember, quality sleep is key to keeping your mind sharp and your body strong. So now that we've covered 2 habits that you should stop doing: sitting too much and not getting enough sleep, let's talk about something that affects so many seniors: not staying socially connected. It's easy to feel isolated as you get older. Maybe friends have moved away, your children are busy with their own families, or you've just gotten used to being by yourself. But isolation is one of the biggest threats to your health and happiness as you age. Social connections are vital to your emotional and mental well-being. Studies have shown that people who stay socially active live longer and have a better quality of life. It helps reduce stress, lowers the risk of depression, and can even protect against cognitive decline. So, if you've been isolating yourself, it's time to make a change. The good news is, it's never too late to reconnect. Try joining a local group or club, whether it's for a hobby you enjoy or a fitness class. Many communities offer senior centers with activities that encourage socializing and meeting new people. Even something as simple as a weekly phone call with a friend or family member can make a huge difference. So if you've been letting isolation creep into your life, I encourage you to take small steps toward reconnecting. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. Just take it one step at a time, and you'll notice how much better you feel when you're sharing experiences with others. Now that we've covered those first few habits, it's time to move on to the next one. But before we dive into it, take a moment to reflect on how much of an impact these changes can make. Small adjustments to your routine can lead to bigger, more positive changes in your health and happiness as you age. Let's continue by addressing another critical habit that many seniors don't realize is affecting their health: skipping regular checkups and ignoring health warnings. As we age, we become more prone to health issues. But often, we brush off minor symptoms or avoid doctor's visits out of fear, or because we think it's just part of getting older. This is a dangerous mindset to adopt. Regular checkups are essential because they help catch potential health problems early, before they become serious. For instance, conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or even certain types of cancer can go unnoticed until they cause more severe problems. If you're not going for those yearly checkups, or if you ignore health issues until they become too hard to ignore, you're missing out on the opportunity to manage your health proactively. Doctors can help you manage chronic conditions, guide you through medications, and even provide preventive care like vaccinations or screenings that can save your life. If something feels off in your body, whether it's unusual fatigue, aches, or pain, it's important to listen to your body and seek advice. Waiting until symptoms worsen only makes treatment harder and recovery longer. And here's another thing to keep in mind. It's not just about the physical health exams. Your mental health needs attention too. If you're feeling down, anxious, or just not like yourself, it's important to reach out for help. Mental health issues, like depression or anxiety, are often overlooked by seniors. Yet they're just as important as physical health problems. Therapy, counseling, or even joining a support group can help you manage these feelings and live a fuller life. Skipping regular health checkups and ignoring your body's signals is a habit that you absolutely must stop. It's about prioritizing your well-being and taking charge of your health with the same level of care you've given to others over the years. Moving on to the next deadly habit: overloading your schedule and saying yes to everything. It's something a lot of people struggle with, no matter what age they are. You've spent so many years being busy, taking care of others, running errands, and checking off to-do lists. But as you age, you have to realize that it's okay to say no. Taking on too many commitments can cause stress, burn you out, and leave you feeling drained. The problem is, we often feel obligated to keep saying yes to family, friends, or even community events because we don't want to disappoint anyone or feel left out. But here's the reality. You've earned the right to focus on your happiness and well-being. Overloading your schedule can lead to exhaustion, anxiety, and even physical health problems. Instead of agreeing to everything that comes your way, practice setting boundaries. It's okay to say no to things that don't bring you joy or aren't beneficial to your health. Spend your time doing things that make you feel fulfilled, whether it's a hobby, spending time with loved ones, or just taking time for yourself to relax. Embrace a slower pace and permit yourself to prioritize what matters most to you. Now, the next habit that we need to talk about is something that a lot of seniors fall into: often without realizing it, neglecting your diet and not paying attention to nutrition. When we're younger, we might be able to get away with not being as careful about what we eat. But as we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing food, and the wrong kinds of food can contribute to a wide range of health issues. This includes things like digestive problems, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and even arthritis flare-ups. One of the biggest mistakes I see is that seniors often stick to the same diet they had in their younger years, which may not be as suitable anymore. It's time to rethink what's on your plate. Instead of relying on overly processed foods or fast food, aim for a balanced diet rich in fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. These nutrients are essential for maintaining your energy levels, heart health, and brain function. Also, remember to stay hydrated. As we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, so it's easy to overlook drinking enough water. Dehydration can lead to confusion, dizziness, and even urinary tract infections, so be mindful of your water intake throughout the day. Along with eating better, it's also important to avoid overindulging in foods that could do you more harm than good, like sugary treats, excessive salt, or heavy greasy meals. A healthy, balanced diet is one of the easiest ways to feel better every day and keep your body functioning at its best. Now that we've covered neglecting your health checkups, overloading your schedule, and improper eating habits, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something that often goes hand in hand with aging: holding on to outdated or unhelpful beliefs about aging. A lot of seniors tend to believe that getting older means a gradual decline in their abilities, and they start to let go of things they once loved or believed they could no longer do. This is a major mental barrier that can prevent you from living life to its fullest. It's time to change that mindset. Yes, aging brings challenges, but it also brings wisdom, freedom, and new opportunities. Let go of the idea that you're too old to try new things, meet new people, or explore new hobbies. You don't need to stop doing the things you love, and you don't have to start limiting yourself. Whether it's picking up an old hobby, taking a class, or even traveling, you're never too old to start something new or rekindle a passion. When you let go of limiting beliefs about aging, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. Remember, it's not about how old you are. It's about how you feel, how you take care of yourself, and how you choose to live your life. Now that we've covered these first few habits that you should stop doing, I hope you're starting to see how small changes can make a big difference in your health and happiness. It's never too late to start making these changes. And as we move forward, I'll share even more ways you can continue to live your best life at any age. Keep these habits in mind, and let's dive into some more tips for healthy aging next. Another important habit that many seniors tend to overlook: neglecting physical activity that promotes balance and flexibility. As we get older, it's common to experience a decrease in flexibility and balance, which can make everyday activities like walking, getting in and out of a car, or even climbing stairs more difficult. This decline can also lead to a higher risk of falls, and we know how dangerous falls can be as we age. But here's the truth: you can still improve your balance and flexibility, and it's crucial to do so. Maintaining and even improving these abilities is possible with the right exercises. Gentle movements like stretching, yoga, or even Tai Chi can make a world of difference. These exercises help improve your coordination, prevent stiffness, and reduce the risk of falls. And don't worry, these types of activities aren't about being super athletic. They're about safely keeping your body flexible and agile. A simple stretching routine each day can help you maintain joint health and keep your muscles limber. You don't need to spend hours at the gym, just 20 minutes of stretching and balance exercises can significantly improve how you feel and move. And if you feel unsure about where to start, consider joining a local class for seniors or working with a physical therapist who can guide you through exercises that are specifically tailored to your needs. When you neglect your balance and flexibility, you're not only making your body feel stiffer, but you're also increasing your risk of injury. So, take the time to move your body in ways that help you feel stronger and more confident in your movements. Another habit that's all too common: holding on to possessions or living in clutter. As we age, many of us find it harder to let go of things. We attach sentimental value to old items, whether it's a piece of furniture, old clothes, or memorabilia from decades past. It's natural to want to hold on to these things. But here's the problem. Keeping things that no longer serve you can add unnecessary stress and make your living environment feel chaotic. Living in a cluttered space can affect your mood and mental well-being. It can also increase the risk of falls, especially if items are left on the floor or in places where they can cause you to trip. When you have a cluttered home, it's harder to focus on the things that matter, and it may even make it difficult to invite people over because you feel overwhelmed by the mess. Decluttering isn't just about throwing things away. It's about creating a living space that reflects the life you want to live. Start small. Maybe begin by sorting through one drawer, closet, or room at a time. Ask yourself if an item still brings you joy or serves a purpose. If it doesn't, let it go. You'll be amazed at how refreshing it can be to create a space that feels open, organized, and calming. Plus, reducing clutter can make it easier to navigate around your home safely and reduce the chances of accidents. Now, let's take a moment to focus on another habit that can have a big impact on your overall well-being: ignoring your emotional health. It's easy to get caught up in the physical aspects of aging, but your emotional health is just as important. As we age, we often experience a shift in our social circles. Friends move away, family members are busy, and sometimes we can feel more isolated. These changes can take a toll on your mental health if you aren't actively nurturing it. The key here is to recognize that it's okay to have emotions, and it's okay to seek support when needed. If you're feeling lonely or overwhelmed, talk to someone you trust, whether it's a family member, a close friend, or even a counselor. There's no shame in asking for help when you need it. Finding activities that bring you joy is also vital for emotional health. Whether it's reading, painting, volunteering, or even learning something new, filling your days with meaningful activities will give you a sense of purpose and connection. Additionally, practicing mindfulness or meditation can be a powerful tool to calm your mind and reduce stress. You might also find that simply spending time with loved ones or making new connections can have a huge impact on how you feel. Staying emotionally healthy as you age is just as important as keeping your body healthy. Don't ignore your mental well-being, because it directly affects your quality of life and how you navigate the challenges of aging. Now that we've discussed emotional health, let's turn to one last deadly habit: resisting change and holding on to the past. It's natural to feel nostalgic about the good old days, and it's normal to have fond memories of the past. But holding on to the past too tightly can prevent you from embracing the present and looking forward to the future. Change is an inevitable part of life, and as you age, it's crucial to remain flexible and open to new experiences. Embrace the changes that come with aging rather than resist them. This might mean adjusting to new technology, trying out new hobbies, or even accepting that certain things aren't as easy as they once were. But instead of feeling frustrated or discouraged, see it as an opportunity to grow. The key is to shift your mindset. Rather than saying, "I can't do this anymore," try saying, "I may need to adapt, but I can still enjoy life in new ways." Being open to change allows you to live more fully and with less regret. You'll find that when you embrace new opportunities, whether it's learning something new or exploring a different routine, it keeps your life exciting and fulfilling. Remember, the goal of aging isn't just about adding more years to your life. It's about living well and making those years meaningful. Small changes in your habits can lead to a big difference in how you feel, physically, emotionally, and mentally. So take a moment to reflect on these habits and how you can start making changes today. It's never too late to improve your quality of life, and every small step you take towards healthier habits will have a lasting impact on your well-being. As we wrap up this discussion, I want to leave you with this thought. You have the power to make the rest of your years some of the best years of your life. Embrace change, stay active, nurture your emotional health, and prioritize your well-being. The best is yet to come, and you deserve to enjoy it to the fullest.